Traveling by herself.
Yeah, I see.
I didn't even notice.
Yo, so I'm here with EJ Money. Tell him what we about to do.
We about to get some roti.
Alright, so if y'all don't know, we from New York, but we got Caribbean backgrounds. His family is from Trinidad.
Look right there. Trinidad.
Trini. My family's obviously from Jamaica, but you know, I've had Jamaican food more than I can count on my fingers. So we're gonna try some roti today. Here we go.
Like, hi. Thank you. Have a good day.
Alright, so it's a success. Yes, sir. I know my boy excited. He been fasting all day. Nah, me too though. Only thing I had this morning was like
focus on the food.
some bread. Word. Low-key, that's what's been driving me. Like, I'm about to eat good. But yeah, we in the Bronx, you know? Excited to try this, man. I think the only time I had roti was 2018 when I went to Brooklyn for a Caribbean festival, but it was like a small sample, so I don't really remember. Today we're gonna savor it, give you guys a little mukbang video. Yo, mic check 1, mic check 2, we here, Damn it. I don't know what I caught, what I didn't catch, bro. Fuck. I don't know if I was recording, but we kind of started digging in. It's really good though. Damn.
You grab some chicken. They tell them to take a good piece of the roti. You grab some chicken. And you grab some potato. Make sure it's marinated in the sauce and it's fire.
Just like so.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at us like we're crazy.
Like, what the fuck? A lot of this, we was just talking about how a lot of this shit like heavily influenced by Indian culture.
Yeah, a lot of Caribbean countries is like influenced by Indian culture. Like most of us are predominantly got African DNA, like Indian, Chinese, and some European, but yeah.
You gotta try this.
This has made my expectations.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Met my expectations.
They could have done more seasoning on the curry because I'm used to mad seasoning and mad spicy. But, well, it's fire. And this shit wasn't even expensive.
Right.
For 2 plates, niggas spent like $20-something and a drink for both. Because when you try to get this type of food from like big name spots, it don't be as good.
That's a fact. You gotta get like the
low key spots, the low, the home cooking,
the family shop.
How you feel?
How I feel?
About family?
How I feel about family?
Yeah.
The older I get, the more I realize family is important. Especially when you're out there in the world and you're going through stuff. Sometimes the only people you could go back to is your family. Even if they're like somewhat toxic, it's like you get that comfort. I think that's like a natural human instinct. So yeah, having a connection to your family is key. I remember when I first moved out, I thought I was top of the world, bro. I cut off everybody. I cut off my friends, my family. I thought like, but I had to put aside my pride and realize like, yo, no, I gotta stick with family. So like right now I'm taking advantage of that because anybody who watches my channel, I've been traveling, been to this and that country for the past 2 years in and out, and I never got time to really sit down and just catch up with my family. So I'm taking advantage of that now,
That's good.
Yeah.
So like,
How about you?
Well, for me, same thing. But what I realize is, realizes that whatever your parents did wrong, or whatever family member did wrong to you, you have to realize at the end of the day there's a lesson to it. There's a lesson. You went through that for a reason. Even for, no matter how bad it was, no matter what uncle, what you want to call it, did to you, no matter what your father, your mother, whatever lesson, even if it was bad what they did to you, there's a lesson in it that you had to learn.
Number one, forgiveness, probably. Right?
Forgiveness, how deep love goes. A situation for life towards, you know, loving other people, or whatever the case may be, or how to understand people. Because family will show you some shit.
Right. Yeah.
Like some bad shit, good shit, whatever.
Sometimes it catches you off guard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whoa, man. Like Vin Diesel say,
I got family.
I want to tell everybody to never give up. Now that sounds so cliche, but that ass. Don't give up. Keep fighting. You only got a so-and-so time frame. The life expectancy of average human is going down. I think the last I heard was it 60 something. It's not even 70 no more. It's like 60 or 50 something.
really?
Mm-hmm. So you only got but so much time. So please do whatever you want to do. Don't let nothing hold you back. Fight. Keep going. It's all gonna be worth it.
Yes, sir. I agree. We all face adversity. What separates a lot of people is some people use the adversity as an excuse and just let it hold them back their whole lives.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on to a lot of bitterness. And yeah, they're just stopping themselves, but within those trials and errors are lessons that are setting you up for your future.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about that all the time.
Well,
I have to break the rules here, man. I ran out of roti. Shit.
no, that's not the rules is to eat that shit. That's the rules, nigga. Cause that's where the fork. That's why they give you a fork. In culture, usually we still have some rice at the side. When we buy roti, we buy like almost 20 little rolls of that shit.
Damn. Me and him went to high school together in Mount Vernon, New York, really close to the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. We go way back.
Went through mad shit, mad different points of our lives. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, after time, you realize that you will get mad friend groups over your lifespan. You have friends that you used to do this with, friends that you used to do this with, and then people just is like people passing through your life.
Yeah, like
But then
chapters.
it's like your life filtering people in and out. They was there for a reason. Now it's time to drain them. Then this person was there for a reason. Now it's time to drain them.
Right.
And like in my life, just in a short time, I went through mad different like phases.
Same here.
What that mean to me is basically when you go through all those people and the people that filter out, they end up becoming your family, you know what I'm saying? Like Isaac is my brother, you're my brother. Like only certain people get those titles, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it turned into family.
Right.
So family is not only by blood.
That's a good point. Some people are really just related, but they're not family.
Word.
Not that I got anything like that going on right now, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, word.
that's how it is sometimes. So you have to, adopt that mindset. And sometimes in certain stages, like you're saying,
Word.
people come in and out. Sometimes you have to kind of filter out
Mm-hmm.
your family and stuff, just so you can get you to that next point. Because
Word.
they can hold you back, and sometimes it's not really because their intention is to hold you back. Maybe you're out doing something and they're just like fearful for you, and they don't know how else to say it, but how they say it because their mind is like, not out there like that. For example, me, like, I travel a lot, so sometimes I'll get messages from my family like, oh, why don't you just settle down, this and that, why you going to this country, or they doing this in that country.
They don't understand.
They
fear what they don't understand.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the school thing, what's some expectations that you had for graduating high school, and like, did it meet your expectations, like things that you expected?
To be this hard. Like, I thought it's easy, but it's hard. Because I thought, school was hard. Like, you thinking, like, oh my gosh, I gotta do this class. I can't wait to get in the real world.
Yeah, it's hard because they don't teach us anything.
Word, but then when you really get in the real world, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Anything goes. Like, you on your own, gang.
You get a rude awakening if you didn't have like anybody teaching you that the real is the real.
Mm-hmm.
Only teacher I can recall who ever talked to us about like real stuff was Mr. Scolo. I don't know if you remember him.
Word, the dude that used to just let everybody be in his class?
Yeah, and like he'll give us the answer. No, that's not the ones, but I mean,
You might care, bro.
Word. I want him to lose his job, but yeah, got the ginger beer.
Shout out to these YouTubers, bro.
I'll take that as a compliment.
To really be talking to these people, because they be like mad. People just mad weird.
Oh yeah. So we shoot. Well, it's obvious because we're wearing the same outfit, but we shot 2 videos. This one and the public interview one. I don't know if I'll upload this before the other one, but yeah. We went up to we caught
I should have got more.
5 or what?
Should have got more plans. We're gonna talk about there's different life things. Like,
tell them. You need to be
basically,
motivated.
like in life, you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna do one out of 2 things. You're gonna let it break you down, or you're gonna understand it for what it is.
What's some examples of things that you've overcame?
Like,
Since you got some wisdom under the belt.
I've overcame. I wouldn't say overcame, but like I'm overcoming.
Healing.
Like a lot. I'm overcoming from a lot of
that's real.
this life trauma. Like,
Right.
a lot of life trauma. Like, everybody's trauma is different. It's subjective. Like, their trauma, everybody's problems is like, my problems may be easy to you because that's not a problem for you. You know what I'm saying? And your problem may be easy for me because that's not a problem for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So problems and like feelings, all that shit is subjective. So
we all go through.
Word.
It's like this is a saying for it. It's like we all go through stuff, like just in different forms.
Word. Me and my boy Ozzy like to say, same shit, different toilet. Same shit, different toilet.
Yeah.
So I overcame a lot of like life struggles when it comes to just knowing what to do in certain situations and how to feel, like how to control my feelings.
How did you overcome some of the circumstances?
By learning to control my feelings, like really understanding my emotions and like what it means and why, and you know what I'm saying, and like
that's one thing I've struggled with, like my emotions, man. Sometimes I'll get pissed off. It's kind of embarrassing, but I'll still kind of feel like this urge to throw a fit like when I was a kid, man. And I don't know what it stems from, but I'm in the right direction, obviously, because I noticed it. And sometimes, I don't really know how to handle and channel my emotions. Like, you know, growing up in America, we're not really taught shit like that. You know, it kind of just, I don't know.
Well,
At least in my
kind of just
emotional intelligence.
That's why I'm like, yo, a lot of families don't really touch on emotions. Like, they really scold you for having emotions.
Especially Caribbean families, bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
like,
let me tell you.
You need to understand them. Like, you need to embrace them. You need to understand them, because you will know the real you once you go through some shit that you can't control your emotions. Like, you don't know what to do. Like, that ass.
One thing I'll say, like, so a lot of people have a negative perception when it comes to, if you get angry or sad, like, it has no purpose, but every emotion has a purpose. So, like, when you're sad, or, like, for example, when you're angry about something, like, for example, if you're an athlete and you play in a basketball game and you lose the game, you'll be angry. You can use that anger to motivate you for the next game. Obviously not, like, in a dark, demonic way, but use it as kindle light to a fire, you know? And even when you're sad, use the sadness to, I don't know, just release and learn lessons or whatever. But every emotion has its purpose, for sure. And, you know, growing up, sometimes, like, if I was sad about something, I was told, I'm too young to be sad. Like, why are you sad? Like, what are you sad about? Or just shrugged off, and I'd be like, okay. And then I grew up with the ego, like, okay, man, like, if I'm sad, like, I'm not even gonna try to shrug it off.
Like, family really don't teach you emotions like that.
Like, seeing
they do teach you emotions, but they teach you in a bad way. Like, a lot of times, like, they don't teach you emotional intelligence. Like,
and a lot of times, because, like, what was I gonna say? Like, the previous generations, that's how they were raised. So they don't know how to teach us what they don't know. But apparently, we're the blessed, we're the chosen generation.
Yeah, because we understand that. Because I understand for what it is.
Right.
That's how I'm able to overcome that. They will just go and do the same thing. I'm gonna do it different. Right. You know what I'm saying? They will just like my parents, whatever. They will go and do the same thing because, I don't know, it's like they think that's the right way. It is the right way, but just it's how you go about things, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
All about how you go about things.
And another thing, us having Caribbean families, a lot of things we go through here in the U.S., they can't relate to because they grew up when their struggles are different. A lot of our struggles nowadays is like mental, depression, anxiety, this and that. But their struggles is more like, maybe they were struggling to leave the country or struggle like financially and stuff like that, like poverty kind of stuff. But our struggle is mental. They don't necessarily understand that. But, you know, it's a whole different kind of struggle. I'm telling you. But yeah, yo.
Yeah, but emotional intelligence is key, bro.
Especially for girls.
Nah, it is. I told somebody, I said, yo, if a girl can control her emotions, can harness it, she can rule the world. If a guy can control this right here, he can rule the world. It's all about, each side has one problem that just takes over like a whole, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if we could control those things, shit, we got it.
Discipline.
Because nothing could get to us at that point.
And for us guys, man, what he just mentioned is difficult because, you know how media is, you know, music videos and pop culture, it's all about sex, that
booty.
Yeah, bro. They know what they're doing.
Word. And they feeding. That's what, yo, I can only tell you what, like, porn addiction is crazy. It's a thing, bro.
It's at a high rate.
Did you say porno? Porno?
It's a thing. Porn addiction is crazy. Like, I was addicted to porn. I think everybody pretty much was addicted to porn at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may get over it. Some people don't ever recover. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yo, but shit.
At least be brave enough to admit it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not good, but it's true.
It's not good, but for men, like a lot of men, not every, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of men struggle with porn addiction.
Them websites, man.
Because this is first.
Right.
When we first, all we know is this.
People think with their I gotta just say penis for the sake of the video.
What?
People think that they, you know, instead of, man, I don't know, it's crazy. But we've all been there. We all been there. We're not trying to sit here and act like we're perfect.
Or
You know?
that's what we saying, that we was addicted to porn.
Right.
But me, I had to fight.
You know that one SpongeBob meme where the nigga's like, porn?
Boy.
Man, your channel been on idle for like, I don't know how long, man. We waiting
Oh,
for your
shit.
upload, man.
And now word too. Keep it a buck. That YouTube shit. And that's the thing about life that I was gonna talk about. Right? No cap. That shit will throw you off your whole track. Like, you got one thing, you looking at it and you like, all right, I'm about to complete you. You know what I'm saying? You looking at a goal, a task, whatever the case may be.
Right.
And you like, oh, I'm about to complete you. And on the way there, there's so many obstacles just to get to that one area that you got obstacles, lanes, you got all type of shit.
And they come off guard too.
Yeah. But you seen your goal. You know what I'm saying? You seen that goal. But they just, it's so much things that's going to come and get in your way that'll just throw you off your whole. And by the time you look, like, if you're not like aware of what's going on in your life and what is it doing to you, by the time you look, you're going to lose track of what your goal was.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Then you actually look in front of you like, oh shit, my goal not even there no more. It's some other shit now. Right. Oh shit.
And I don't know if everybody believe in like biblical stuff or whatever, but it kind of goes hand in hand because a lot of those are tests. That's testing you to see if you want what you say you want. So you will have obstacles thrown at you left, right, make you rethink yourself sometimes and like, man, is it even worth it? But that's a test because, you know, if you set in like a big vision or goal in mind, all right, God is gonna make you go through obstacles that'll callous you for that situation. You know what I mean? So that's why one day I see myself as a big, like a motivational speaker talking to a lot of people because a lot of stuff I go through is mental, you know? Yeah.
Like, even when you look at everything that happens, like, just think about everything that happens. Now, how deep, what I'm about to say, like, you got to open up your brain. Like, you got to open up, use your third eye. But, real talk, what happened in your life or whatever happens is supposed to really happen. Because if it wasn't supposed to happen, then it wouldn't have happened. Like, really think about that.
Plain and simple, yeah, you're right.
If I die right now, God forbid, but if I die right now, that was what's supposed to happen. I completed everything I was supposed to do. It's fucked up. It sounds bad.
Yeah.
So don't ever fear anything. Because whatever happened is supposed to happen. So why would you be afraid of anything? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
Real talk. Because people don't understand whatever happened in your life, whatever happened to somebody, whatever happened to the other person, it was supposed to happen.
Right.
Otherwise, it just wouldn't have happened.
Plain and simple.
And that's like simple, but just because people's brains is like locked, they're not gonna take it further. Like, oh shit, I really shouldn't be afraid to do anything, because nigga, if that shit's supposed to happen, it's supposed to happen. So you ain't changing faith. You're not. Just think about that. Just by you saying, oh, I shouldn't do that because you're afraid, you ain't changing faith. That same feeling is gonna come up in another situation. Even if you try to avoid it. If you're supposed to experience it, you will, regardless of what you try to do.
You gotta face it, man.
So do what you want.
Right. And if you are afraid, do it afraid.
Facts.
You'll get over it. Example, when I first started traveling, bro, I was hella scared, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody left and right, family was telling me every reason in the book why I shouldn't go. I remember I almost did. You know what else happened? The first flight that I booked to go to Kenya, it was during the peak of COVID times. Freaking, my COVID test was like a day too late or something like that, and they canceled my whole flight. I was like, damn, maybe that's a sign.
That's a sign that was supposed to happen.
But
and
like,
also,
a few days later, yeah, my bad, I booked another ticket, ended up going. It was an amazing trip that kind of launched everything else. So I kept going back and, you know. So yeah,
Nah, I was about to say like how we was talking about like instinct and intuition.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people, yo, no cap. I deal with this on the daily. There's animals, they have intuition, they have instincts, right?
Right.
They sense things. And as humans, I feel like we're blocked off from that I don't know, just society, phones, whatever we'll do. It sounds cliche, but like just all those things, they block our senses. It's limited us. Like we the only mammals that we can't hear. We can only but hear down the block. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But like my dog, he smell me by the time I even come in the building.
Right.
He
smell
start
when you're
acting
down the
weird.
block.
Yeah, word. Like it blocks off our senses. So as a human, we have to get intact with those senses, those instincts. Like really listen to your instincts. Cause yo, today we went through mad stuff, and just because niggas wasn't listening to our instincts, that's what threw us off. And then we realized, like, shit, we should have did the first thought.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm
first
saying?
thought, yeah. A lot of us ignore our intuition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just listen to that first thought. It's your instincts.
Trust your gut. It'll never leave you astray.
Facts.
Never leave you astray.
As a man, woman, doesn't matter.
Right.
Gotta trust your instincts.
Right.
Now, you gotta know whether your instincts is toxic or not, though. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta know whether your instincts is toxic or not.
Yeah,
I don't even like that word, but you know, like, cause people done fucking played that word the fuck out, but now it has lost its the potency of its meaning. But hey, word, you gotta know if your instincts is toxic or not.
Alright, y'all, so it's a little simple video, nothing too crazy, so we're gonna end it here. We might do a part 2 to this. I kind of like this, like, you know, just sit, talk. Next time, make it more professional.
Word.
Sit at a table and everything. Just talk to you guys. So like, comment, share, and subscribe. Maybe comment some struggles that you've been through and you've overcome, or if you guys can relate to anything that we're saying. You know. So bless it. Tell them peace out.
Peace.